Hi folks, Matt here at Rent a Camper. This is the interior demonstration of our Rimor Evo 95 Plus 4-berth motorhome. Let's go and get inside. So to the rear of the motorhome, we either have two 6.5-foot single beds, or you can extend the middle out. You see those two wooden batons? There's a fill-in cushion there. You can pull the cushion out from the middle, put in the fill-in cushion, and that turns it into a large double bed across the back of the van. You'll see a ladder up there, look. That's just to go on there if you used it as a double bed. Electric heater, we supply these in the winter time, so on the heating and hot water system it only runs off gas on this motorhome. So if you're on a campsite, you may as well use the electric heater and not waste the gas. Up here we've got your Wi-Fi, free for you to use. If you press the button on the Wi-Fi unit, the one on the right, that'll give you a code to log into. Up there, USB ports and extra sockets, 12-volt sockets. And we've got a TV in the bedroom. It's a smart TV connected up to the Wi-Fi, so you should be able to watch your YouTube and all sorts like that. And we've got the toilet area and shower area, which we'll move on to. Shower area. You've got a shower screen to the left, just uses a clip to hold it back, so use that while ever you're in the shower. The blue button there, you'll find all these, they're under the cupboards and all sorts. They're the light switches, so they're not actually a button. All you have to do is hover your finger over them and the lights will go on and off. Don't try and press them, and say you just need to literally just touch them or hover over them and they'll turn the lights on and off. Shower, as explained in the other video with hot water, you haven't got a massive amount of hot water. It's 13 litres, so if you're in the shower, it's jump in and jump out, turn the water off in between washing, and then once the hot water's run out, which will last 2 or 3 minutes if you left it on full, but you don't need to obviously, then you have to wait for the water to warm back up again. It's not a combi boiler, it is just a normal, like a big kettle really. Toilet area and sink, hot and cold water at the sink, storage underneath, storage at the top. See the tablets there, you can see me and all, look. They're what we use for the toilet, so we'll supply a box full of them for you when you go out. There'll be some in the toilet ready, and it keeps it fresh and breaks everything down. And then once you've emptied your cassette, just pop some in the actual toilet itself, open the flap, and they'll go into the cassette to keep it fresh. Blue button there, that's the flush, so that comes from the main water tank. There's nothing separate to fill up, so that's all that does. Toilet, and when you've used your toilet, there's a grey lever here at the bottom, so that's just a lever that opens, so that's closed. So once you've used the toilet, open it up and the waste drops into the cassette, which is demonstrated on the exterior videos. While ever you're driving or you want to empty the cassette, make sure that's shut. Don't want any spillages or any smells coming out of there for no reason. And if it is left open, the cassette will not pull out of the hole on the side of the van, so make sure it's shut. Can't say how long the toilet will last for before you need to empty it. Obviously it depends how much you use it, but you can see how full it is when you open the flap. Kitchen area, so you've got a sink, hot and cold water again, 3-burner hob, gas only. All you do is press the buttons in, turn, and there's an ignite button, and that'll ignite. Storage at the bottom, storage at the top. So you'll find the blue light switches all over. There's a 240 volt socket there as well. So if you're looking for a light switch, they're always under the cupboards. Cutlery drawer, pots and pans, cleaning products, washing up liquid. Everything you should need really for using the motorhome. While I'm in this department, I'll just show you the blinds and the windows. So on all the windows, they've got blinds and fly screens. All you have to do is pull the blind up, it stops up itself. Pull it all down from the top, you can get a fly screen as well. And then if you just separate the two, that's your window again. To open the windows, press the button in the middle and open up, just like that. And then these are on a click mechanism, so you'll hear it click like that, so the window's open. Now the window will not shut until you push it right up and back down, and then clamp it back in position. Press the button, clamp that back in position, and the window is now secure. One thing I'll say about the windows while we're here, please make sure they're shut and locked off before you go driving. The windows are very expensive. These are £400 plus. The big skylight up there, which operates similar, that's £900. So whatever you do, do not drive off with any of the windows or any of the skylights open, and make sure they're locked. As I say, if you drive down a motorway, you'll lose a window. It's quite an expensive mistake. Skylights, same again, they've got blinds across. And to open them, you pull it down, pull, and that's open. Pull it down, and it's shut again. Control panels and your heating, they're demonstrated in a different video. I'll explain there. While we're up here, look, there's another light. All you have to literally do is just touch it, and the light comes on. Touch it, the light goes off. Got the gas oven. Tea towel in there at the moment, and that just stops the shelves from rattling. All it is have your gas on, obviously, push in, turn, keep it pressed in, and press the ignite button, and then you've got a light switch there. That's all these with the oven. Obviously take the tea towel out. Fridge and freezer, big one in this van, currently turned off. When you collect the motorhome, the fridge will be on, so the fridge will be on like that. Right, I'm currently plugged into electricity, so we have a plug socket, and this is the temperature of the fridge. It's currently set on auto, so in theory you shouldn't need to touch the fridge all the way through your hire. The automatic setting makes it do its own thing, so it's a 3-way fridge. So if you drive in, the fridge will automatically go onto a battery setting. If you plug into a campsite, the electrical cup, that'll automatically go onto electric setting. And then if you're not on a campsite or the engine's not running, it'll go onto a gas setting. You can manually do this if you want to, so just keep that button pressed in the middle, starts flashing. You can set it to electric. Your battery, which will only work while the van's running, and the flame, which is the gas, but say it'll be set on. It's gone onto gas now, so I'll just press it again. Sorry, set it back on auto. Temperature wise, currently set on 2. Now you can adjust this up to 5. One thing about motorhome fridges, they don't need to be turned up too high. So in the winter time, you'll probably find it's on 2 when you collect it. In the summertime, it'll be on 3. You don't really need to go any higher than 3. If you go to 4 and 5 and it's hot outside, you'll find the fridge will more than likely get warmer than colder. That's just how the design at the back of the fridge with the heat and what have you. So you shouldn't really need to have the setting on more than 3. Freezer at the top. plenty of room, and the bottom the drawer pulls out and classed as a bottle storage. We also have another TV in the front of this motorhome. This is a smart TV as well. There's some more USB ports and 12-volt sockets on there. Now the TV is currently unplugged. Reason being is this is bolted to the electric bed. I'll demonstrate that in a minute. So if you're going to use the electric bed, make sure any aerial lead or power lead is unplugged from that box, and then the electric bed will come fine without ripping any wires. And then all you have to do is plug it into that box. Aerial wires there if you need it, but I say it's free. It's a smart TV connected to the internet, so you can go via everything on that. Just remember, disconnect it before using the electric bed. Moving on to the dinette area. So you've got 4 seat belts under the 2 seat belts at the back here, 3-point-ones. They're just behind the cushion. That cushion there can be used as a seating area, but it auto does move. You can take it off. There's a board under it, so you can sit 4 people comfortably. And then just put them in the cupboard storage at the back out of the way. Both front seats swivel, so when they're facing the right way, under the actual base of the seat is a lever. You've got one for moving the seat forward and backwards as normal. And there's another lever above that which you pull towards you, and that'll enable the seats to swivel round. All I'll say is you need to move the seats forward and backwards to get them round to this position. They don't just swivel round if you've got them all the way back. So just remember that if you want them turning around. Another seating area there. And then you've got the table. The table, it does fold up, so if I fold that up, look, just fold up, and you've got a bracket there that just pushes in and out. So push the bracket back in, that's out of the way. Always remember to pull that bracket out before opening the table. Now the table also spins around, goes up and down, does all sorts, so it's a bit hard to demonstrate on the video. On this side there's a lever, and the table will spin round to that position. So totally up to you where you want it. And then underneath there's 3 of these brackets here. So all they do is push up, and they lock the table into the correct position where you need it. So there's one there, look, there's one under there. So whatever you do before you set off driving, make sure all 3 of them are pushed right up, and that'll lock the table into position. It doesn't actually come out the table, it's bolted to the floor, but you can move it around, so have it where you want to suit yourself. Again, plenty of storage up here. Storage at the front, and the front opening skylight if you do want to use that. Same as the windows, the blinds just pull down. There's 2 of the clips, same as the windows, and up at the top, which is a bit awkward to see. There you go, look. There's a winding mechanism, so undo the 2 brackets on either side, and you can wind that open. It only opens a few inches just to let a bit of fresh air in, but it's there if you want to use it. Again, make sure that's fully closed and locked before you drive anywhere with the motorhome. Electric bed function, so this comes down from the roof to create your second double bed. First things first, make sure nothing's underneath it, so nothing high on the table or anything like that, to make sure the bed comes down correctly. The 2 switches to the left and the one in the middle, there for the lights, puts power to the lights. The one to the right puts the bed down. So all you have to do is press that, and the bed automatically comes down. It'll stop itself. So there is a sheet there for you to use if you're using this bed. Ladder, that just clips into the 2 hooks there, so you can climb in. The bit across the middle, a bit awkward to tell, that's just velcroed in the middle, so what it does is pull these sheets in away from the mechanism. So if you're using the bed, unvelcro that, use the bed, and then if you're going to put the bed back up, velcro it back together so it pulls them both across like that. And that keeps them out of the mechanism. You can store a quilt and a couple of pillows on here, making sure they're laid as flat as possible, and then you can press the button and the bed will go back up. It'll automatically stop itself if nothing's on there. That's back up. So if you do leave a quilt up there and a couple of pillows, if you're pressing the button and you hear the motor start to slow down or labour, press stop. Well, not press stop, sorry. Let your finger off the button and leave the bed where it is. If you keep pressing it, you'll pop a fuse. I say there's enough room. You can see there's enough room up for a quilt and a couple of pillows, but that's it. Front of the motorhome is automatic, DAB, Bluetooth stereo. The handbrake is very slightly different to a normal vehicle, but I'll show you that when you collect. Just remind me, because it's one thing I normally forget about. And other than that, we hope you enjoy the hire with us. There's a door there, look, that just closes off. There you go, automatic. And if you've got any issues, give us a call. Any problems, anything you need to know, you can call us while you're out on hire. And the main thing, remember, all the windows are shut before driving. Make sure that door's shut, else it'll rattle around and bang around. And make sure the shower screen is clipped, and that'll save that from rattling around.